Thanks for tuning in. I'm delighted to share some information about our 2015-16 school year in this new format. On our opening day, on August 24th, we'll be having a guest speaker. Our guest speaker will help to extend and refine our knowledge about customized education. I'm taking this opportunity to review some information and some background knowledge so we're all sort of coming from the same place. Once again, you see our district vision. Please keep in mind, this is a 6-year vision. We have just completed our first year. And I'll be sharing some information a little bit later what has been completed during the first year. It is a 6-year vision. It'll take us 6 years to get there. But with your help, I'm confident that we will be there. I thought it would also be good for us all to see, really, what is customized learning? I've had some questions over the last year or so, and I think this slide really sort of defines it. If you take a look at this slide, you see the difference between students and learners. Take a look at the verbs under the word learners. Our emphasis in customized learning is on the learner and what the learner is doing. Education is something that should not be done to people. It should be something that people are a part of. If you take a look at the descriptors for the learners, that's exactly what they will be doing. Just think for a minute how your education would have been changed if somewhere, sometime, someone would have said to you, "How do you like to learn?" And then they would have actually taken your response and customized the education that you would be receiving to the way you like to learn. How unbelievably powerful would that be? We all know that learners learn in different time frames. We know that. We're in education. We all know they don't all learn the same way. We know that. We're in education. We've done things along the way to be better at understanding that and making accommodations, but we can be so much better. Customized learning is the way we're going to be better. As we transition to customized learning, there will be some changes in roles. And you see on the slide the learner and the facilitator. The learner becomes the student. In all of our publications for our student handbooks this year, the student is referred to as the learner. The teacher is referred to as the facilitator. So that's one vocabulary change that you will see here, and you'll be hearing as your principals share with you on your building opening day some things for the coming year. What will not change is the following. We will always need dedicated, passionate teachers who care deeply about educating students. We will always need a curriculum. It has to be student focused, but we will always need a curriculum. We will always need assessments. We will always need to find out what students know and find out what we can do to facilitate their learning. We will always need structure. It may be a bit more flexible. You can't exist without some sort of structure. We will always have student accountability. Students will be more accountable than ever because they'll be doing things the way they want to do, and much, much easier for you to hold them accountable as well. Students will be able to show what they know in a different way, in a way they like to learn. Please note too, you see the board on the very end of this slide. Our board fully supports customization. Our board is excited and enthusiastic about the opportunities for children in a customization environment. And everyone likes customization. Take a look at this next slide. You can probably find yourself and some of the things you use on that slide. We all like things to be customized. You customize your phone. You customize your own computer. You customize many, many things in your life. You expect customization. And you're not happy when you don't get it. And sometimes you leave that process or you leave that vendor. We want our families to know that Southwestern is the most excellent place for their children to be, because they will learn to read and be a proficient reader and get the skills and education they need to be college and career ready upon graduation. You also have seen this quote before, and I share it with you again. I believe in this quote. I believe that if the change on the outside is greater than the change in the inside, the end is near or change has to occur. You may be saying, we're already a good school district. Why do we have to change? Good is not good enough. We're in this for our children and for our students to be ready for the 21st century and ready to compete in a global market. Some people all know that they have choice. They know they have school choice and they have chosen other schools. We want Southwestern to be the school of choice. I did share with you before that I would briefly share with you some things that occurred in year one of our awareness phase. And when we sat down to take a look at it, because we had to do a presentation to the board was interested in seeing, what have you done the first year? When we sat down and took a look at it, we realized we've done a lot of things, certainly with the help of you and with the help of many. Communication is one. We have strived to be good communicators, communicating to you about the awareness phase, also communicating to you about the minutes and the actions that occur in our district-wide focused learning group on mass customized learning, and you've gotten additional information from your principals. Year two will require us to be better communicators, and we will certainly strive to do that. We also, you know from the last day of school, and you'll certainly hear again from your principals, professional development is now professional learning. We need to do for you what we want you to do for our students. We want you to have the opportunity to customize your own learning. Once again, how powerful is that when you can customize your own learning, show the way you want to show that you learned it, and still be accountable for that learning. You will hear much more about that in your building level meetings. 24 access for our students, by giving our students in the high school computers and by giving our 7th and 8th graders this year computers, they have 24 access to their resources. That's pretty powerful. The technology is not about the technology is an enhancement and the technology is a tool. You can have customized learning without computers in student hands. It makes it a whole lot more difficult, but it can be done. Having students have their own personal device certainly provides an extra bonus for us in the customization process. Southwestern Academy. This has been a fantastic year for the Southwestern Academy thanks to the team of teachers who have provided opportunities for students in that environment. They have done a fantastic job. They have been extremely helpful to us too as we've gone through year one, and we look forward to more opportunities to provide blended courses for our students. Tech centers, happy to share with you, we have a tech center in high school that helps students when they need repairs on their computers, and we now have one in the middle school. In the high school too, we have some students in that tech center helping other students. We're hoping that maybe this year in the middle school, we can have some students in the middle school also helping in the tech centers to provide opportunities for the students to have their computers worked on when they have some problems. And our librarians have been fantastic in transforming our libraries, which are repositories of books, into learning commons. Libraries so much more than books. So many more exciting things are happening in our libraries, and our librarians are excellent at translating and transitioning us to a learning commons environment. At the end of the first year, we also completed a survey with the high school students and the high school teachers to find out what we did right, to find out what we could do better, and we've taken the results of those surveys and have used them, and we'll be using them this year throughout our transition process with customized learning. You've seen this before, success for all. If you take a look at that path going to our vision, it's closer, it's clearer because of you and your efforts. We will still need the qualities indicated along the way to get to our vision, but we're going to get there with your help, and we thank you for the help that you have provided this year as well. But really, you might be thinking, what is our goal? Barb, what is it you really want? What do we really want to happen for our students? It's very plain. It's very simple. This is what we want. Every day, every student is challenged and is successful and leaves, but ready and eager to return the next day. This can happen. I know it sounds like a dream. This can happen. This can happen here because of you. You make the difference. You will make the difference. Thank you again for tuning in. I will see you in the morning of the 24th, and I'd like to show that this presentation came to you because of our one-button studio. And we have a one-button studio in our high school and a one-button studio in our middle school. It is truly a one-button studio. I encourage you to try it out, to check it out with your librarian, and elementary folks can schedule it as well. Again, I thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you.